Recently, I did something I would never expect that I would do. So, growing up, I've always been someone who was a little more sensitive, and I kind of like to stay in my own lane. I don't like to drift out, do things too out of my comfort zone. So, when one of my boys called me and asked me to go do jujitsu with them, you can expect me to be a little bit nervous, a little bit weary. I agreed initially just because when you kind of agree to something just to like get out of a situation and you're like, you know what, something will come up, or you're just not thinking about when that day is going to come around. That's kind of what happened with me. So the person who asked me to go and do jiu-jitsu with him was my old coworker Mason. And me and him had talked about it a few times, and he's a really cool dude. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Get out of my comfort zone. Let me try something new, right? So the day comes around, and I'm like, I should probably learn a little bit about the topic because I don't really know anything about jiu-jitsu other than what you would really see on like just viral clips from here and there on Instagram, on Twitter, etc. And then when the day finally came around, I was not prepared whatsoever. I went and got an energy drink, but I was still so exhausted. The class was pretty late. It was at 6:30, so I was not ready, or at least just not like in the get ready and get going grind mindset. When we get there, I go into the place, and I'm just gonna start like a free week trial because I don't know if you guys know, but jiu-jitsu is extremely expensive. It's like 150 a month for the place I was going to. Some places I bet could even be more depending on how nice of a place it is. But no one was at the front desk, so I just wrote my name on the piece of paper they had up there, and I went on about my day. So when me and Mason finally got inside the place and started kind of just stretching out, getting ready for it, there was already some people that were rolling on the mats, and I instantly got way more nervous. Like, some of the moves they were doing were stuff I physically did not think I was capable of. I'm not in like incredible ripped jacked shape, but I'm not also like not like out of shape. I don't have a lot of fat on me, but I'm not like insanely strong as some of these other people. But on the other hand, the guy that I am training with and going against, Mason, he is very jacked, very strong. I mentioned earlier how he is my coworker. He is my coworker because we worked at a gym together. So I didn't work there very long, but he is very jacked, very strong, and so this is going to be a much more tasking thing for me to do rather than him. He's also the person I recommended this place. He's been there plenty of times, so he definitely knew what he was doing. And when we finally get out and onto the mats and the class starts, the teacher comes out. He looks extremely young. I'm like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting like a big, tough, macho guy. And this guy was just not that. Just the friendliest looking dude you could imagine. And he starts showing us some moves. I wish I could use some names to really help describe what we were doing. But the best way I can really explain what we were doing was someone's on the ground and they are trying to just get both legs and take the other person down. Now for me, like 165, 5'10", going against Mason, 215, 6'2", it is very hard to take that man down. I am not gonna lie. It takes all of my strength, everything I got. I can get him down, and to this day, I have actually gotten one submission on him. But he is difficult to take down, and a very hard opponent, that is for sure. Me and Mason practiced some of the moves. They really only showed us 2 moves in the whole entire class. It's only an hour-long thing. Most people had been there like plenty of times, so everyone else kind of was just going about like their normal like plan, their normal day, whatever. And towards the end of the class, the teacher, after we learned these 2 moves, was like, you know what? We're just going to go from standing live, which means pretty much go all out and try to take each other out. And for someone who's first time ever in a jiu-jitsu gym or anything like that, that is very scary to hear, because I do not know what I'm doing, nor do I want to break my leg or get choked out. Thankfully, I had Mason, so I knew that it wasn't going to be too bad. When me and Mason actually started going live, I can tell he was not going 100% strength on me. I'm sure he could have pinned me down way quicker if he was going all out on me, but he was taking it easy. He let me definitely have a few little, what's the word called? Like a few gaps to kind of make a move. Which, saying that out loud now makes me think, should I be happy about that? That I'm viewed as less, so now I need to be like taken easy on? I'm not gonna think too much into it because it was my first time, but I'm actually recording this video after my second time. So this class is twice a week. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We went on Thursday. The next Tuesday we did not go because me and Mason both had work. But now it is the next Thursday, which is actually, it's Saturday now, so it's 2 days after the second class. And that one went way better for me. I can tell you that one, it was a lot more guard defensive moves and how to break out of those defensive moves. That area I was way better at. Mason's still much bigger than me, so it's hard for me to wrap my legs to be able to take him down. But it was honestly way more fun than the first time. I got a few cuts and a few bruises. I definitely bled a good amount, but I had way more fun. And jiu-jitsu is something I definitely want to keep learning about. If anyone else in the comments wants to talk about anything or give tips or pointers for someone who's brand new, just learning into it, I've been watching like etiquette videos so I know how to like not be disrespectful when doing jiu-jitsu. But I would like to get good enough jiu-jitsu where I can even take it to like an MMA level and like start practicing striking and not only grappling. But that is obviously a much larger and farther away goal than what I'm currently capable of doing. Either way though, I'm having so much fun. Only once a week's gonna be hard for me to get much better, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated on my progression and just how I'm doing overall. I plan on going to at least one of the classes next week, and hopefully this time, I don't know if I mentioned, but on the second time I went as well, there was not someone at the front to check me in either. So maybe on the third time there will be someone there so I could start my free trial or maybe buy a membership or something, I don't know. But the people in the class seem to be very welcoming. I've been having a great time every single time I'm there, so it's a good environment, and it's just something I really felt like I wanted to share with you guys. But I appreciate you guys all listening to me ramble. This gameplay you've been watching has been what I like to call a one-shot, real quick, run-in killer game. I never play killer on Dead by Daylight, but I was definitely trolling in some weird lobbies here. I was swinging and missing on one of the bots earlier. But I just want to take a chance to say thank y'all for watching. Appreciate you listening to me ramble. More videos to come. I'm going to be reviewing some games here soon. Y'all are great. Peace out.